Hey guys, another day, another do-it-yourself video. Today we're doing a radiator on a 2012 GLK350 and a couple things to mention. So you'll notice it leaks the upper part of the radiator right here. Below this, right around here, is where they all leak. And plus this car has almost 15 years on it, so it would be a good time to do a general flush of the coolant system. Now this vehicle is going to have a, let me see if I can show you, sensor that is going to be a problem on the radiator, and it's another temp sensor. Anyway, it's on the radiator behind the fan, about where my light is shining. Now you'd have to obviously have Superman vision to see it, but somewhere down here on our left-hand side, towards the bottom of the radiator, in the corner there. You're gonna find that you will have it on this vehicle, and it's a bit of a unique setup. So we're going to first remove this cover right here, and the hoses as well, air hoses. And we're going to want to remove this weather strip too. Pull that straight up and out. And then from here on, I'm going to break down every step. Let me give you the part numbers and the tools first, and let's get started. The headlight trim on this left side of the car, all right, it's just got this locking screw or whatever. That's a 90-degree turn, I believe, and then it just tucks in on this side. It goes around that next trim piece, and on the left side it just snaps in right here where this tab is. You pull that back to release it. This one comes out, same thing for the other side without the screw. Next is this center trim piece, and it's just two screws. Turn them 90 degrees and this thing will come straight up. You are watching under here, it's grabbing the reinforcement bar, and under here as well, grabbing this way. Both sides, of course. And then pull this up, it comes all the way out. Before we get started, we're going to remind ourselves that this top part of the grill here is a brittle plastic. So during this whole job, we want to have that in the back of our minds. Don't lean on this too much. All right, we got some trim to remove, 2 bolts. Each one of these guys, and they come straight up. It's important that when we reinstall these, we line them up with the previous shadows they left. All right, next we're gonna feed out this hood catch release from underneath this reinforcement bar. There's 2 hooks under here. Take that out, and then 3 10mm bolts on each side, and 2 T30 Torxes. We're gonna remove all those and feed this out of here. Remember on installation to line these up with the shadows. Next, we're gonna use our pry tool to wedge this piece out of the fan shroud. 1, 2, 3, 4 connections. All right, trying to get this fan shroud off. We did that. Now it's time to remove that T20 holding on the oil line center of your screen. See if I can't show you this. There's an electrical connector to the fan down here, and what we want to do is pinch these 2 plastic tabs opposite each other and pull the whole thing down. Okay, we still need to pry off this center of your screen zip tie rivet. Let's do that. Let's not cut the zip tie if we don't have to. If I can show you here, right down there, closer to the connector, there might be a zip tie on there. I just don't see any on mine. But if there is, get that off as well. Okay guys, now we're going underneath the car. We're gonna remove this bottom panel. You might have to remove the one in front of it, but let's get this thing off so we can access the bottom of the fan shroud. All right, here are the 2 tabs we're gonna wanna remove. One here, middle of your screen, and one here. We're really just pulling this bottom plastic panel forward and around it, like I did on this side. Now is the best time to start draining the radiator. This screw here, we're gonna turn it clockwise, pull it out a little, all the coolant will come pulling out. Oh, and before we do that, let's loosen the cap at the top, the coolant expansion cap. Okay, let's pull these two tabs back at the top here and pry this thing up and wiggle it out. A bit of rain came through, I'm not worried about it. Let's remove this hose. With a pick, we're gonna pry this clip up a little bit, pull it out, make some room for this shroud here. All right, the shroud is out. I led with the top side here and just tried to go up on this side first, and then noticed that this lower tab here, it was getting stuck behind some trans cooler lines, right? So tried to shove this side towards the right as much as possible, free up some room to finally get it out from behind these lines here. Was a bit of a task, but eventually it did happen. And then once again from this side, pulled up and really just finagled the whole thing out slowly and carefully. Making some progress. All right, let's remove this other radiator hose. Same deal, clip points downwards this time. And just a note on installation, we do want to lube these O-rings inside here up before we put them back on. Okay, here's how we're going to remove these oil lines. Let me make sure that I got some light on there for you. So these newer lines, you want to remove this dust connector right here first, and then we're going to pull that off, and then make sure this is all cleaned up. That means spraying brake cleaner on it. Behind here is going to be a clip which we want to remove this from out of here, and then we're going to pull this out. As soon as we remove this thing, we're going to plug this off, and then if necessary, plug the other side as well. Now upon installing it, we're supposed to replace the clamp and replace this dust cap thing, but we're not going to do that. Anyway, you should be able to just put the trans cooler line in there as straight as possible. Here was the orientation of the clip and just what it looks like. See this last radiator hose? Let's unclip that and remove that. And you know what? There's one here from the reservoir, so let's get that one out as well. I'm sure it's delicate, be careful. A couple more things and then we can pull this radiator out of here. First, there's a clip pressed upward onto the bottom of this radiator. We're gonna shove a pick where it meets the radiator at the bottom and pry that down and out. And then this piece, here's what replacing this guy is going to entail. So you have the clip that goes into the bottom panel here, and I want to show you what that looks like. It's one of these type clips. So you squeeze those, pull that out. I suppose there's going to be another way you could do this, but that would be easiest. And then we're going to, of course, disconnect from here. Push in the tab like my thumb is doing, unclip that, and then we can replace it. Oh, obviously, we're going to be cutting this zip tie and then adding a zip tie here, I guess. All right, so I believe the last thing is trying to keep this guy out of the way as much as possible and lifting up the radiator now. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a problem. We're going to be paying attention to where it sits in here. We don't want to lose those grommets down on both sides, two of them. I almost forgot, we actually have to unclip it from the condenser in front of it. There's clips on both sides, so I'll unclip it there first and then I'll show you how I did that. Let's explain how we did this. So I did some guessing as to where the top one was, but they're pretty close together, and I pressed down with my pick tool here, down on the top one, and then slowly slid my pry tool in between the condenser and the radiator here. And as soon as it started to show signs of giving way and letting me slide in there, I knew the top tab was down enough, and and then I went under the bottom tab. The bottom one comes up and then the whole thing releases on you. It's not too difficult, but it's blind work, so it could take a long time. A little more to do here down at the bottom. So we pulled the radiator up and it went up and over this tab, maybe, if you want to call it that, right here. Here's the little clasp for that, and then it went up and almost out of this tab right here. There's a little clasp for that, and then behind here is inside here is this thing, which this thing is clamped to. You can see it's like a, I don't know, what is that, like a triangle thing there. It's shoved in to this bottom part of the radiator, this being part of the condenser. So we're gonna pull this out of here, bottom part. We're gonna do that on both sides, and then we should be able to loosen up this radiator and get it out of here. Yay! Okay, old part, new part. On the new part, you can see it slides in and this tab locks down on it. So what we're gonna do is with a pick, we're gonna pull that tab to the right a little bit and then slide this backwards and out towards us. I didn't find any documentation on how to put this thing in. Uh-oh. If you want to be able to put this thing in, you gotta sand the nipple down. It's gonna be quite the process. Expect it to take about an hour, really. Hey, since I'm doing some voiceover work here, I wanted to congratulate you on doing a great job, a better job than I, at least.